What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to Sforgo. And as you might have guessed, guys, we got a new game here called Tower of Fantasy. Now, I cannot play this game yet because all you guys can do is just download the game. This is getting released globally in about 19 hours from the time of recording of this video. And I do plan on playing the game. Obviously, I will be live streaming it tomorrow. But I just want to talk about why I want to play this game and why I think it's going to be a big old hit for a lot of players out there. The first reason is there's been a beta version of the game that a lot of players have been playing. I've been seeing the amount of views that it's getting, and it just looks like a lot of people are interested in it. And I have had my eye on this game for some time, and the game looked absolutely awesome. This is a open world MMO RPG, which is something that I can totally get into, guys. This is like a 3D view hack 'em slash 'em beat 'em up game, which is pretty wild, guys. Climbing mountains, flying around, just jumping over obstacles, all kinds of things that makes it look pretty damn fun, right? And this is the opening screen that you're going to get whenever you do download it. Now, you can play this on mobile, you can play this on iPhone, you can play this on Android, you can play this obviously on PC. And this is a big reason why I want to play the game right there alone, guys. Anytime I get a PC version of a game, I want to play it out. I really want to check it out because on PC, you can just run on max settings if you got a power enough PC, right? Now, on your mobile devices, I believe it's about a 10 gigabyte download. Don't quote me on that. I believe it's 10 gigabytes. But on your PC, guys, it's going to be about 20 gigabytes. On a PC, that's not really a big deal. But on a mobile, 10 gigabytes is a lot. Players just probably won't have that amount of memory on their phones. But it's an open world game, guys. Any of you that's played Genshin Impact know how many gigabytes it takes. It takes a tremendous amount. And then in further updates, they're probably going to even take up more. But I just want to talk a little bit about my initial impressions of what I've seen so far, right? I can't play the game yet at all, but I can do some other things like make up a character. This is something that's pretty cool. You can actually develop your own character. You can choose between these girls, right? Or choose between a character that's already developed. You actually create your own character, right? So you're literally customizing the character to what you want. That is amazing. That is so cool. You got like a 2B wannabe right here, right? It just looks amazing. I didn't even mean to make that rhyme, but it did. You got all these wonderful looking characters, right? Then you pick them. I really like her. She looks awesome, right? But you can make them your own, right? Which is awesome. And you can choose between any of these models, right? And maybe there's going to be more when the game actually gets released. But when you go to appearance, guys, you can change their clothes, right? You can take a look at the viewing here, the 3D view. Personally, guys, I'm kind of partial just to the regular look here, or even this one here, right? Kind of shows off her assets a little bit, right? This is pretty nice. I enjoy this one. Lots of great things. You can change the color of their outfits. There's a lot of customization in here. I'm going to go ahead and go to this one here and kind of give it a little bit of a red vibe there. Get a little red streak down there. I like that. Right? And then you can go to accessories, guys. And you can add like glasses. You can add a bandana, which I'm very partial to. I really love the bandana look. And then you got an eye patch. And you can actually change the size of these things also. Like you can move it up and down. Well, not change the size, but you can move it up and down. Or you can change the size, right? So if I got my bandana and I want to make it bigger, right? I can make it a little bit bigger, right? It doesn't make a huge difference, right? You make it closer to her eyes, bring it further away from her eyes. I like that. I like all this that you can do here. You can actually change this. Look at this. You can change the size of their head. You can increase the length of their neck. And this is pretty funny, guys. I know some of you are going to get a kick out of this, but you can also change their, right? That's funny as hell to me that you can do that. That's just hilarious, right? And then you can go, let me move her over here. And then this one here actually changes the width, right? The wideness, right? One makes it a little bit more perky. The other kind of increases the width, right? It's pretty funny. That's pretty funny that you can do that. But then you can change like hairstyles, right? You can do all these different hairstyles in here, which I think is really cool. I like the bandana really behind it. I think that's awesome. I got to say, I'll probably am going with some bandana looking here. And then and this here kind of reminds me of Karenina from PGR. Pretty awesome character, by the way. And I like it. This is tight, right? And then you can change the hair color, which is sick. I like it. Honestly, guys, I've always kind of had a thing for the the white-haired ladies, right? I'm just going to go ahead and leave it kind of a pinkish, and you can change other things, and then you can just put on little assets on top of their head, which is cool. I mean, it's cool. I think this is pretty wild, man. I think this is pretty wild, right? And then you can go to facial features where you can actually change face size, cheekbones, cheeks, chin, lower cheeks, lower jaw, lower lip. You got so much that you can do, right? I mean, look at her jaw, right? It's getting wider and a thinner jaw, right? Got a more feminine look right here, and you got a little bit more of a masculinity kind of look going on right there, right? And then you got the cheekbones. I mean, you can give her some big old, you can give her some big cheekbones, right? Right? Those puffy cheeks, right? All right. I like a little bit of that, but not too much. Right? And then her lower jaw can be extended, right? Give her a little bit more of a masculine look, then more of a feminine look here. And then her chin. You don't see a tremendous difference with the chin. And then the lower cheeks, right? I mean, it's just so cool that you can do this. I really, really love it. I think it's awesome that you're able to customize these characters. And then you got these up here where you can actually change their facial style, right? So you got the, kind of the big eyes thing here, like a closer looking, more compact face, right? This is kind of she's got like almost psycho eyes right now, right? This is kind of more of the beauty look, right? I don't really like it though. I mean, it's okay, but I don't know. This one here, she just kind of got like a sour look in her face, right? And then this one here, kind of a, kind of a happy-go-lucky. And then this one here, right? Pretty cool, right? I like it. I like it. It's so much versatility, guys, that you can do as far as just changing your characters. I mean, this is just the initial beginning of the game. Like, we don't even get to play the game, and I'm already having fun developing a character. I mean, that's pretty damn sick. It's pretty damn sick. And then on top of that, guys, when you go into your settings, there is so much you can do to customize your gameplay to make it easier on your computer, or just, which is just normal for a lot of games, let's be honest. But there's also just a lot of really cool things in here. Like, for example, discharge skill animation. This is pretty cool for any of you that play the game PGR, Punishing Gray Raven. You know that with 9S, whenever you do his ultimate move or his signature move, he actually will go into a different view where he does some hacking, right? It's like an Atari looking game mode, right? And you can actually disable it. Well, in this game, it's kind of a similar thing. The discard skill animation is like kind of like when they go into a special unique skill, at least from what I understand. And you can actually turn this off because maybe over time it'll get a little bit annoying. Maybe the first couple times it'll look pretty awesome, but after a few times you do it, it'll get a little annoying and maybe you want to turn it off. And I think that's pretty damn cool that you can do that. Right, that gives you a lot of options. You can show your FPS, you can show your info on your other players, the Wanderers, the other characters are going to be on the screen, which is pretty damn cool, guys. Like, you got your display, you can turn up the resolution, you can run at 120 FPS, which is awesome. This is a big reason why I prefer the PC stuff, guys. I mean, this is sick, right? It just gets even better, right? Same screen Wanderer. What this is like you'll have like more characters on the screen that you can actually play with, right? I mean, you're playing with other players in the game. This is something else nice. You got an open world game where you're playing with other players. That's awesome. And if you set this at 10, then you're only going to see 10 other players. The reason for this, guys, if your computer or device isn't very powerful, you just want to turn this down so you have less going on the screen so it doesn't bog down your CPU, right? Obviously, I'm just going to run on 30 because I believe my computer is strong enough to be able to do this, right? You got your camera view. This is pretty damn cool, guys. You can adjust the combat distance between you and your opponents kind of thing, like the viewing, right? You can have a wider view where you can see more of what's going on, or you can have a closer view where you just like to be more up close and personal, which is awesome. I mean, it's a lot of versatility, guys. It's a lot that they really put a lot in the game. And this here is really where the money's at for me, especially. Is that obviously, guys, on a PC, you're going to be able to use your mouse and you're going to be able to use your key bindings, right? And that's pretty cool, right? And you're going to be able to customize these as well, at least from what I understand, right? I mean, you can customize these, which is great. And the thing that I like, though, is that we're going to be able to get a controller in the future and be able to play with a controller, right? It says coming soon, so maybe it's going to come out whenever the game actually gets released, tomorrow, maybe not, I'm not really sure. But This is how I have to play this game. I use the keyboard and mouse for like first person shooter games like Call of Duty, Bulletstorm, Titanfall. Those kinds of games I really enjoy using my keyboard and mouse, especially shooting games, for aiming. It's just mouse is just so much better for that, at least for me. But when it comes to like these games like this where you have a third person view where you're doing some hack and slash them, beat 'em up, 3D viewing games similar to PGR, I want a controller. Personally, I want to play with a controller. I don't want to play with a keyboard. So I'm hoping this is going to be implemented once the game gets released. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. I don't really know, but that's how I'm going to have to play this game. So if it isn't released, I might still try to play it, right? Try to go ahead and use the key bindings, but I really want this controller, man. But I know it's coming. So I'm really happy just to know that, right? And then you can change your language and so on, guys. So, I mean, it's got a lot going on, guys. It's really, really awesome. And this is the page that you can actually go to on the internet in order to do the pre registration to download this form of the game to get it ready. That way, whenever it is released, you'll have it, whether you do it on your Windows, whether you do it on Apple or Google Play, right? Your Android or iPhones. You can go ahead and download the game. I'll put the link in the description below. If you guys are interested in trying out Tower of Fantasy, I really think this game has a tremendous amount of potential. And guys, I know nothing about Tower of Fantasy. I've never played any of these games. I know nothing about the lore, which is also going to make this game even more interesting for a newcomer like me. So guys, let me know what you think about Tower of Fantasy. Are you planning on playing this game? And I do stream on Twitch at 9 p.m. DG+7 time. The link is in the description below. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one. See you, everybody.